Tickets to the high school play cost $5 for adults and $3 for students. Write an equation that states that total ticket sales will be more than $1,000 and can graph this inequality. Okay, so $5 for adult tickets, which means we would multiply 5 times the number of adult tickets, so 5A, plus $3 for students would be 3S, and it says it has to be more than $1,000. So that's greater than symbol, $1,000. So remember, we want the alligator to eat the greater number. So if this is an alligator, it's going to want to eat this because it's going to be more than $1,000. It's a very greedy alligator. All right, so now we just have to decide which one's going to be X, which one's going to be Y. Let's just, for the sake of argument, use X as A, or A as X, and then S would be Y. So we just label that. And then we've got two different ways to graph this. One thing that we can do is we can substitute each of the values, A and S, for 0 to solve for the other one, so that we'll have 2 points. Or we can put it into slope-intercept form. I know all of you guys know how to put it in slope-intercept form already, so I'm going to teach you this way of graphing. Alright, so it says 5A plus 3S. Well, if A was 0, that's an easy point we could find on the graph. Plus 3S is greater than 1,000. Then this would entirely cancel out. We just have 3S is greater than 1,000. Divide by 3 on both sides, and we get the S is greater than 333.3 continued. So one of our points is when, since A is X, so it's 0, and then 333.3333333. All right, now we can do another point where S is 0. So 5A plus 3 times 0 is greater than 1,000. That cancels out. We have 5A greater than 1,000. Divide by 5 on both sides. A is greater than 200. So the other point that we have is 200, comma, 0. So we said A, 200, and then we decided that A was like X, so that has to go first. Okay, so now we can plot those 2 points on the graph and connect the dots. So we have 200, 0, so let's count by maybe 50s. So 50, 100, 150, 200. There's a point. Make it red. And then 0, 333. So we got 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's count by 300s, or hundreds instead. So it'd be 100, 200, 300, and 333 would be somewhere around here. And we can connect. Now, here's the thing. When we're graphing an inequality, we have to decide whether it's dotted line or a solid line. Well, a solid line would indicate that it's allowed to be on that line, but we says it has to be more than $1,000. So we have to make it a dotted line because it can't be $1,000. It could be $1,000 and a penny, but not $1,000. So we make a dotted line, and since it's greater than, we shade above. So we shade like this. And remember that technically the shading goes on forever, and so do these lines. There's no way to indicate that the shading goes on forever, but there is a way by putting those arrows that the line should go on forever. Although technically in this situation, it can't go on forever because it's negative, but you don't need to worry about that. It just says graph the inequality. All right, and that's it.